Hi all, in this video we are going to solve our second question on cycloid. The question is, a circle of 60 mm diameter rolls on a straight line without slipping. In the initial position, the diameter PQ of the circle is parallel to the line on which it rolls. Mark the locus of the point Q for half a revolution, assuming the point Q is on the right side of point P initially. Here, a circle rolls on a straight line without slipping. Initially, the diameter PQ of the circle is horizontal. And after completing half a revolution, you have to trace the path of point Q. It is given that initially the point Q is on the right side of point P. So first I have to draw the initial position of rolling circle, that is a circle of radius 30 mm. The center of the circle is CA, and initially the diameter PQ is horizontal and Q is on the right side of point P. Okay. It is good that the circle will complete half a revolution, so the distance covered is pi r, that is 94.2 mm. So I am going to draw the locus of the center of rolling circle, that is 94.2 mm. The center of the final position of rolling circle is CB. Now I am measuring 30 mm, and with the center as CB I am drawing a circle, that is the final position of rolling circle. So after completing half a revolution, the position of Q changes. Q is on the left side and P is on the right side in final position of the rolling circle. Now I am going to divide the circle into 8 equal parts, that is 45 degree each. Now I am marking the points as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I am drawing the fixed line. The circle rolls on the fixed line, and I am going to divide the fixed line into 4 equal parts because the circle completes half a revolution, that is it rolls half a revolution, and in the figure I divided half a revolution, that is 180 degree, into 4 equal parts. So I have to divide the fixed line also into 4 equal parts. So I am dividing the fixed line into 4 equal parts. You know how to divide a line into equal number of parts. We already discussed the procedure in my previous videos, so I am not going to explain it. I am marking the points as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. And now I am drawing vertical lines from each point to the line CACB. So now I am marking the position of the center of circle after 45 degree of rotation, that is C1. After 90 degree of rotation, the center becomes C2. And after 135 degree of rotation, center becomes C3. And finally after 180 degree of rotation, center becomes CB. Now I am drawing some lines parallel to the fixed line, that is from 1 and 7, 3 and 5 and from point 4. Okay, these lines are parallel to the fixed line. I am marking the direction of rolling, that is clockwise direction. Okay, now I am measuring 30 mm on compass, and after 45 degree of rotation, the center of the circle becomes C1, and from C1 I am cutting an arc on the line through point 1. That is the next position of point Q, that is Q1 I am marking. And after 90 degree of rotation, the center of the circle becomes C2, and from C2 I am cutting an arc on the line passing through point 8, and that point is Q2. Okay. After 135 degree of rotation, the center of the circle becomes C3, and from C3 I am cutting an arc on the line passing through point 1, that is Q3. And after 180 degree of rotation, the center of the circle becomes CB, we already marked, and the position of point Q is also marked, that is on the left side of point P. Now I am tracing the path of point Q for half a revolution. It is a curve, and that curve is a cycloid. I am just connecting the points. Okay, that is the path traced by point Q. Now I am marking the radius of the rolling circle, that is R30. I am also writing radius as R equals 30 mm. And now I am dimensioning the distance covered by the rolling circle, that is pi r. I am naming the curve as cycloid, that is the path traced by point Q. It is a cycloid. Okay, that is our rolling circle. And I am marking the initial position of point Q, that is on the right side of point P. I am also marking the final position of point Q after half a revolution, that is on the left side of point P. So our drawing is completed. If you like the video, subscribe my channel and click the bell icon also. Thank you.